When you're managing identity and access in Microsoft Entra ID, you're also responsible for ensuring that critical administrators can always access your tenant, even if regular authentication methods fail. That's where an emergency access strategy, sometimes called break glass access, comes into play. Let's dive into what it is, why you need it, and how to implement it securely. Emergency access accounts are highly privileged accounts, typically with global administrator or privileged role administrator roles that exist solely for emergency scenarios. Think of these as your backup keys to the kingdom. You don't use them for daily admin work. Instead, you reserve them for critical situations like all global admins are locked out due to MFA issues, conditional access policies block all admin access, identity providers are unavailable, and misconfigurations render usual accounts ineffective. Without an emergency access strategy, your organization risks losing access to critical services during high-impact incidents, something you absolutely want to avoid. You might assume your MFA is rock solid or that your conditional access policies are well-tuned, but all systems have failure modes, and cloud platforms can experience outages, accidental lockouts, or misconfigurations. Having one or two emergency accounts ensures you're never locked out of your own environment, giving you time to troubleshoot and restore normal access without escalating a crisis. Here's how you configure a secure emergency access strategy in Microsoft Entra ID. Start by creating two separate emergency access accounts. Relying on just one is risky. If it becomes unavailable, you could be completely locked out. By setting up two accounts, you build in redundancy and increase reliability. These accounts should both be assigned the global administrator role to ensure they have full access during a crisis. Next, make sure you exclude these accounts from all conditional access policies, especially ones enforcing multi-factor authentication, MFA, device compliance, or location restrictions. This is essential because many lockout scenarios are caused by overly strict conditional access rules. Excluding your emergency accounts ensures they always remain accessible, even if other admins are blocked. Since these accounts are exempt from MFA, you need to secure them with strong alternative methods. Use passwords that are long and complex, ideally over 20 characters. Disable password expiration to reduce the chance of them becoming unusable over time. Most importantly, store these credentials securely, in a physical safe or an offline password manager, never inside Entra ID or any cloud-based solution. To reduce the risk of misuse or compromise, it's a good idea to disable sign-in for these accounts by default. You can enable them only during emergencies. This approach ensures that even if credentials are leaked, the account remains inaccessible unless you explicitly activate it. Enable logging and alerting for these accounts using Entra ID sign-in logs and Microsoft Defender for cloud apps. Any activity involving these accounts should be treated as a high-priority event. Set up alerts to notify your security team immediately if the accounts are accessed outside of a scheduled test or actual emergency. Don't just set it and forget it. You need to test your emergency access accounts regularly, at least once every 90 days as recommended by Microsoft. This helps confirm the accounts are still functional, haven't been disabled or deleted, and can still bypass conditional access policies if needed. So, what's your key takeaway? Your emergency access strategy is your last line of defense. If everything else fails, whether it's MFA, conditional access, or identity provider connectivity, this strategy ensures you can still regain control of your Microsoft Entra environment. Setting it up takes only a few steps, but the impact is massive in preventing disaster. So, take the time now to create, configure, and test your break glass accounts, because when things go wrong, you'll be glad you did.